Welcome to the Motley Few Adventure Hour. I think that's what we're calling it. Brought to you by technical difficulties on my end. I can't blame anyone but myself. All right, so when we were here last, a lot of crazy stuff happened. We enabled a flanking rule. I believe Horbeck, if I remember correctly, Horbeck sort of charged the Midnight Whisper. Secretage. I worked on the pronunciation and I have already forgotten. As your tank, allowing Atreus to sneak behind, and you guys did some flanked attacks. That said, you've done a good amount of damage. This creature is roughly 50% dead, but in turn, Horbeck is 50% dead himself. Right, so things aren't looking good. Abasi is concentrating on something. I can't remember what, but it'll come to me, I'm sure. I believe several of you have Bardic Inspiration, correct? So is that what the little wings are? Is that Bardic Inspiration?
I believe so.
Yeah. Let me look at your effects. I'm sorry. That's Blessed. Right?
Blessed.
And and you...
I think only Sue is blessed.
Yeah, you blessed. You were blessed. And you had caused you caused a minor illusion to sort of distract this shrimp-like lobster thing. So it did pull focus from Horbeck for at least a moment. You also spent a good amount of time trying to convince this thing to maybe take a different life path, right? But what you eventually realized was this creature lives for deception, right? It's getting everything it wants. It is, it was evil and warlike in life, became frail, and escaped into this somewhat secure form for all of eternity. So it doesn't really want to trade down.
I was always told my most powerful weapon was my heart. I was so disappointed why that wasn't the case.
Sigh. So that brings us to we're at the top of the stack. I believe we've already rolled initiative, if my audio memory serves me well. Sue, you are up first. The stack is sort of in your favor, right? It looks like the Midnight Whisper is sort of towards the end. I believe the Midnight Whisper is distracted and would allow Horbeck to escape without opportunity. I believe that was the agreement on the minor illusion. That said, you did draw attention towards Atreus. All right. So here you are. Mm-hmm. I'll give you guys a minute or two to chat amongst yourselves, catch up. It's been 2 weeks. And sort of decide what you want to do next.
I don't want to take another swing at her.
I think we just want to take her down.
Okay. So...
And after the top of this round, we're going to try to... I don't have it auto-advancing, but we're going to try to stick to the round times. I want you guys to tell me if the amount of time feels good, too slow, too fast. Remember, this is our experimental group. I have to keep reminding myself that we're supposed to figure crap out in this thing. So I'm trying to find the right amount of time for a turn. So Melan, you are up. I'm sorry, Sue, you are up.
I wanted to ask how many spell slots, etc. you have left.
Not a lot. I have 1 spell slot left. I have a couple of cantrips.
Okay.
But if there's a time to spend it, I feel like it's now. So if there's something that you want, I can give you a buff. So one thing I could do is give you a strength buff or constitution buff. Or what kind of attack are you planning?
Just a straight up sword attack. I don't know, guys. Do you think that's wise? Any last words on that?
Should we just go for a heal? Can we?
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Should I run and get healed, or should we take this round and try to take it down?
I think you should run. I feel like you were pretty close to death last time, and we will have other opportunities to address it strategically.
Okay. All right, just remember that when I go, that means somebody else is going to be.
Atreus, I think we've established that he's likely going to be the next target based on proximity. Who wants to run him, by the way? And also, Abasi wants to remind you that.
Lest you forget that I too can heal. I'm a healer in my heart.
Well.
Yeah. I listened to myself and realized that I have not been role-playing well. I've just been basically like running, like I've been so focused on the mechanics of the game that like my narrative has really slid south. I don't describe attacks anymore. Like your turn, Cliff. Cliff hit it. Your turn, Mark. That's me DMing right now.
Well, we'll work on it, Tom. Just remember, yes, and.
That's true. Yes, the 5 whys. But why do you want to hit this beast?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't think I need any buffs. I would save that for something else, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I may hit Bossy up for if you want to do something else that's.
Can I throw one leveling thing just to sort of play devil's advocate for Atreus for a second? He would remind you that Horbeck is at half health and still has more hit points than he does. So things are relative, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wager, is everybody clicking on Atreus right now?
Yes.
By the way, I think the hit that Horbeck took last time was unusually strong. I'm trying to scroll back and see.
Yeah, it could have been.
There's a pretty good chance you could survive another one, but...
hold on one second.
Oh well, I can't find it now, but... Yeah, that's a good question. Is it better to hit Horbeck again or to hit Atreus?
Yeah.
Who does want to? You know what I'm gonna do?
Full hit points.
I'm going to do something weird. All players now own Atreus. So you all own Atreus.
Eeple's character.
Madness.
So, I mean, honestly, I could always do that for everything. It would be easier for me, but you know, that's a lot of power. So whoever wants to run him can run him. You all have access. So what's your plan? I want to start blood flying. Oh, okay. Speaking of blood, this will not do. This doesn't feel right. Hold on 1 second. You know what does feel right? That.
Oh my god.
And that feels bad. Now we're in business. All right, we got to bloody some shit up here. We're back in business. Notice the blood doesn't splatter past the sarcophagus or the pillars, right? Just, it's the little things. All right, Sue, you're up.
All right, Horbeck, it sounds like you want to go for it, and who am I to tell you to curb your natural instincts to take the big swing? So I'm here to support. I'm gonna.
Well, perhaps you and I should try to remove the sarcophagus lid.
Wait, who are you being right now?
I'm a bossy. I'm a bossy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, you know my problem is here. It's rude not to aim at you. There you go.
Okay. Sorry, you're so right.
So you guys remember, Bossy has an eye on the prize. You don't know if he has a big heart. You don't know how much he gives a shit if one or more of you die. You know, so long as he achieves his goal. So he's thrown out there that maybe, while this thing is distracted, you guys go after the. Oh man, where's my hooked on phonics pronunciation? Someone say it for me.
Sepulchre.
Sepulchre. Damn it.
Sepulchre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sepulchre.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So Abasi, my guy, I totally hear you. Really eye on the prize. Execution based. I think you would be a great PM if you ever wanted to pursue that. Maybe, I could see that being a great second act for you. That being said, I really don't want to rob the rest of our wonderful team, or as I think of us, a family, of the opportunity to all pull out the sepulcher together. So I'm also honestly not very strong, so I don't think that I would be very much help at all. But hold that thought, put a pin in it. I'll be right back. Yeah.
I just ask that you consider it. It's something, if we do not, we may not hit our numbers.
I mean, I really am like a really like off the cuff kind of by the gut kind of person, and it just doesn't feel right. I hope that you can respect that. Like, I've been trying to set more boundaries, and like I think this is gonna be one of them. Anyway, BRB. I can't move though.
You
if
can't
only
move.
I could move. My feet feel like they're somehow stuck in the ground, as if God has not given me the appropriate permissions.
You should be able to move.
Hmm.
Wait, did someone run her last time? Hold on, let me make sure that you're not configured.
I ran me last.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. All right, let me see if I can move you.
It says it's not my turn when I try to move.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, let me do something really weird. I'm just gonna go to the next round, and we're not gonna we're just gonna let it. There you go. Now it's
All
your
right.
turn. How's that?
It's not my turn.
I'm not sure what
I have
to...
the timer, so it looks like it's my turn, but not appear to be my
It says
turn.
you are Sue, right?
Yeah, I'm Sue.
Can anyone else move her? Just curious.
Nope.
Okay. How about now?
Yep.
All right. It's so this is trust mode. I put on free movement. So.
All right.
Choose an enhanced ability option for Horbeck.
All right. I place my hand on Horbeck's shoulder and I say, the strength of our group is behind you.
And do you have that? Did anyone else get that window pop up, or just me? It says, choose an ability option for Horbeck. Choose an option: Bear's Endurance, Bull's Strength, Cat's Grace, Eagle's Splendor, Fox's Cunning, or Owl's Wisdom.
So I chose Bear's Strength.
Well, there's Bear's Endurance or Bull's Strength.
Sorry, I chose Bull's Strength.
Right.
Did it do the thing?
Okay, there you go. It may be verified with me.
Sick.
All right.
And then that's it.
All right. You're in. So you should have Bull Strength now. Oh, there's two enhanced. You have two enhanced abilities, so one of them should be whacked. Okay, there we go. Oh, and now it got rid of both of them. Hold on. Criminy. Did you guys see that both of them got whacked?
Yes.
Can you give that back to him? We'll try it again.
Mm-hmm.
And if it says something about spell slots or any of that nonsense, just do it anyway.
Okay.
And choose one.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I'll leave it. It's there twice again, so whatever. But one of them says none, so it doesn't probably matter. Okay. I might have two different extensions doing the same thing, so I've made a note.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It is now. Did we skip Atreus?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it jumped over him.
All right, there it is. It's now Atreus' turn. So who wants to?
Let me look. I'm not sure what he can do.
He's got a long sword.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's got some buffs going as well. I'm gonna pull up his. How many slots does he have? So he has 3 key points left. He has 1 bardic inspiration left, and he has 0 resource 3s, which is nothing. It's just a placeholder. Yeah.
Maybe he tries to hit. Can he spend a key point to disengage?
He's not engaged yet.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So he was
Just
flanking.
dating seriously, so.
Yeah, it's just they're, you know, she hasn't swiped left yet. Or is it swiped right? She hasn't swiped right. I don't know. Do people still swipe? I don't know.
I guess we could just do a regular attack.
Yeah.
I'm browsing.
Yeah, he has a bunch of spells too.
Yeah. I feel like when you play somebody else's character, you should really just wreck it. Like, throw all his inventory items.
Yeah.
That's what he gets. This is what he gets for loving his mom and being at the hospital with her.
Yeah, his priorities are so out of whack.
Okay, so he's got 2 key points that we could use for something. Do we know if Secretariat here is could be stunned?
What you know is that she can't be charmed, frightened, poisoned, or knocked prone. You know, I mean, she just has a lot of legs.
Okay.
You know that her damage resistance is non-magical physical. What else did I tell you guys? She can't be poisoned. Other than that,
Atreus has
Does she understand us?
she understands it. She'll understand you if she takes the time to do a sort of telepathic link, because she communicates with images or with abyssal, right? So, or abyssal. I can't remember how we landed on how to pronounce it.
Abyssal is probably right.
Yeah, probably abyssal. So, and I think a couple of you speak abyssal. I think Sue, that's how you were communicating, right?
Yeah.
So
I think
check
Sue's the only
a
one.
weird choice in your character creation that has come in like bizarrely handy. So, I would have liked them in there when you were creating. You know, I might need abyssal. All right. And so did you get all of the little prompts?
I just got the prompt to like just the modifiers for the roll. That's it.
Okay, so somehow did you attack?
Yeah.
1d20 plus 0 plus 4 was 9, so that means you got a 5, right? But it usually says like miss or hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if it was what was up.
Why in the world is this specific game, does it play differently with the exact same settings as everyone else? Like, I don't understand.
Did you turn off a bunch of... Last time we had kind of talked about turning off a bunch of plugins, but I'm not sure what is done by plugin this board game.
So let me do something weird. I'm going to go into the configure settings, and I'm going into MIDI quality of life.
Because we're also on flank. Or is Atreus flanking?
Reyes is flanking.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so that should have been on advantage.
Yeah, then the flanking roll should have known that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I should... I didn't roll with advantage, so should I just roll attack again?
Yeah, give me one second, and let's see. I'm going to make sure. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
player.
Because it should have done it automatically. I remember when we played on Friday, the flank advantage would just automatically kick in.
Okay, now try. I have the cards, so try and attack and see if the cards stick around this time.
Okay, so I've got... The window popped up that just gave me like the chance to say whether it's advantage and add situational bonus. So I'm just going to roll advantage, right?
Well, no, this is so. Yeah, we'll do a do-over. Yeah, just roll it. Now it should roll 2 dice. All right. And that should be a hit.
I hope that's a hit, yeah.
And did it ask you to do anything?
Nope.
Fudge sickles.
All right, I'm gonna roll damage.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, good grief. That's not much damage, but
Wait, did it take the damage off this thing?
I don't think it's aware of what is being rolled.
Did you target the creature?
Yeah, it's got the little red arrows.
Well, does it have the dot that matches your character?
Does it have the dot? That
Like
matches
right click the lobster, and then is the little arrow icon to the left lit up? Do you guys not have that? Can you not right click to target?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
No, I think we went through this last time. The only right clicking that we can do is right click on our own character. And then that will then let us do a target onto somebody else. So the right click basically takes that menu that's in the top left and puts that around our character.
Okay, so I just targeted. Wait, hold on. And now, this 7 seconds ago, flanking applied to Horbeck. Does it think it's Horbeck's turn?
It shouldn't. In either
Shouldn't.
way,
Okay, I have to keep reminding myself that we're here to figure this stuff out.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So workflow settings. Player. No auto consume, no late targeting. Auto roll damage. Only if damage roll is needed. Okay, that's right. Remove chat card buttons after roll off, so it should leave the cards. GM details hiding, none, so you should be able to see all of the rolls. All right, so that's right. Players. Auto roll, damage roll needed. Remove chat cards off. No auto consume, that's also right. Workflow. Auto target template draw. Hold on. Let's try that. Okay. Auto target, always ignore defeated. Require targets to be selected always. Apply effects. Let's say auto apply image effects or item effects. Apply effects and remove button. So I'll just say apply effects and leave button so we can see what it's doing. Apply convenient effects. Yes. Auto check attack hits target. Check all see result. That's what we want. Roll a separate attack per target. Display how much an attack hit or missed per target. Yes. Saves. Save all see results plus rolls. Yes. Display saving throw DC. Yes. Display save if save had advantage disadvantage. Yep. Search item description. Of course. That way it'll do. It'll know whether to do half damage or whatever. Default throw multipliers 0.5. Yes. Prompt players to roll saves. That's Monk's token bar. Yep. Prompt GM to roll saves. Unlink. That's auto. Delay before rolling for players 3 seconds. Enhanced damage roll dialogue. When using damage roll dialogue, display an enhanced dialogue that supports choosing item damage. So that's where that thing said, in the long sword, it said, proficiency allows you to add your proficiency bonus. See that up there in the chat window? And you had to choose attack, damage, or versatile, right? Oh, no, that's the attack type. Okay, so that's not this setting. Never mind. Show player's damage card, show player and NPC results. Show player results. Yep, that's right. Display the player damage card, yes. Apply immunities plus physical, all of that. Require magic property, no. That's a homebrew. Roll other damage formula. Active conditions. That's all right. Concentration. Enable concentration automation, yes. Remove concentration on failed save. Sorry, you guys are going through this with me. If you hear anything that seems fishy, let me know. Single concentration check, yes. That's if enabled. Rolling damage and a save and other versatile damage will check for combined damage. temporary HP concentration check. So basically, if you have temporary hit points and you're attacked, you still lose concentration. Remove concentration when effects removed. Check effects and templates. That seems right. Reactions. Reactions from processing. Check player reactions, yes. Check NPC GM reactions, yes. Reaction timeout, 3 seconds. So you have you'll get a thing that says, would you like to use a reaction? You only get X number of reactions per combat. Attack roll. Show attack roll. Attack roll total. D20 roll only. Attack hits. Okay. Allow any reaction spell to be used. No. Enforce reactions. All actors prompt if used. Blah blah blah. That's all good. Miscellaneous. We're almost done. No details. Show item details in chat card. Details for NPCs and PCs, so you guys can see everything. Merge rolls into one card. So merge attack, hits, damage, saves into a single chat card. Maybe we should untangle that and make it so that each of those things gets its own card.
That works.
Condense attack damage rolls. Conserve a little chat log space by making attack and damage rolls smaller. No. I haven't hit save yet, by the way. Move formula. That's all fine. Show fast forward indicator if we fast forward. Chat cards, use token name, who cares? Keep roll statistics, yes. Fix that. Mechanics. Mark wounded when they fall, no. Add effects as overlay, yes. That's fine. Center check. We have a cover calculator, so if you have cover, it should automatically take into account cover. Include height difference, yes. Ability check to give skill advantage, yes. Finally, the last one. Rules. Check flanking. So CE flanking, which is convenient effects flanking plus advantage. That's what we want. Hidden invisible attackers have advantage. So if you're hidden or invisible, you get advantage. Attack removes hidden. Blah blah blah. Yes. Range attack when foe is closer has disadvantage. So if you're trying to use your arrows and you're within 5 feet, then you attack with disadvantage. That's right. Critical fumble, always succeed, fail for saving throws. That's a house rule that we use. Critical margin is -1, so we're not messing with that. Active defense. Nope, that's right. All right, so save. Save. All right. In the spirit of harmony, have Atreus go again. And let's watch what happens. Okay, so you were flanking.
There's the advantage.
Yeah, it still seems like it's not like the roll. I feel like I'm trying to remember, but I think usually when you're attacking somebody in the card that has the roll, it'll show who you're attacking. So it just looks like I'm just rolling dice randomly. So
yeah, that's what it looks like for me too. I'm gonna try something. So I have Atreus, and I'm going to attack with the longsword to see what happens.
Thomas, there's something weird in my UI generally where there's all these variable names where there should be strings, like down in the bottom right corner where all the dice are. There's dice _ tray.roll, dice _ tray.advantage, dice and then all of the plugins on the character sheet, all the buttons at the top have these long camel case names. I don't know, something's funky.
Maybe you should reload. Why doesn't someone else try attacking? maybe we're solving for Cliff right now.
Sure.
I sure hope that's the case.
Let me give him a try here. So,
Yay, flanking applied to Atreus. And you did target him, right?
I will target. Targeted right now. Longsword.
Oh, crit. Okay, it's you, Cliff.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, easy enough.
I don't know why it was you. Okay, so you critically hit. So I'll let you roll.
Yeah.
You're going to get a crit card. roll your damage first, and it should have applied.
Yep.
So did it apply twice the damage?
It just goes
7 roll be applied.
7 rolled, yeah. Oh, but I have the option of doing a ×2 on here.
Yeah, do it ×2. There you go.
Did that apply 14?
It did. But wait, why does it say to? Do you have
Oh, it
yourself
says
targeted?
3 applied.
Yeah, did you hit
No.
yourself
No.
on that second one? Yeah, you applied 14 damage to yourself.
Eee.
Let me give you
How did
back
that
14. Okay, so that's good. So let me do this. So I can do it. I can do it ×2.
Maybe that was the thing that came up. That was the ×2. That might have been a damage for me, but I don't know why that would have come up.
Yeah, because it didn't do a reaction. Okay, so that worked. And more fun, you got a critical hit. So let's see what the gods give you. See ya, you got a critical carnage.
See ya.
The target moves 50 feet or until they hit a wall or object in the direction of your choosing. They take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. So roll a 1d6. All right, so additional 4 points of damage.
Send her
Applied.
like into that column that she's facing.
Sorry, what do we want her to do?
Like send her into that column that she's facing. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
So she'll just, if you
she'll
send her
just-
straight ahead, she's just going to stop moving. So
Yeah.
she stopped.
Well-
Yeah.
I would put her. Should we corner her or put her down into the
Well-
southernmost kind of alcove?
So here's the key. So just something to keep in mind. When you move her, anyone within opportunity
Yes.
range will get an opportunity attack on her.
Hmm.
Ah,
So if you don't move her out of, but if you don't find a way to move her out of opportunity, then you will not. It's like if you run her into that column that's right in front of her, she doesn't move anywhere,
yeah.
which she would
So-
prefer.
Maybe move her back in the other. So if you move her backwards from where she is, I believe Horbeck and Atreus will both get opportunity attacks.
Yeah. All right, so let's have her scuttle backwards.
And it doesn't have to be, look, it doesn't have to be perfect angles, by the way.
Okay.
Right, so you can drag,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be up, down, left, or right, right? You can also drag her, I'm just saying, like, here. Can you guys see right where I'm hovering?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can drag her anywhere you want.
Pretty much anywhere in the room.
But
yeah.
but if she hits a column, she stops, right? So that's your only key is that you don't want her to hit a column.
Right.
So you just tell me where you want her.
And can we have her move backwards
Yeah.
so that she kind of bumps up to Cadmius, who's lurking in the corner?
Yeah, so like right here.
Yeah.
All right, so then you'll get 3 opportunity attacks on her.
Perfect.
This,
Who should be
this
the
was an
first one?
unfortunately good card for you.
Yeah.
Should we have Atreus do the first opportunity?
Go for it.
Okay. So she's still targeted, and he will use his longsword.
Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do? Hold on one second.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to move it
Yeah.
back temporarily,
Right.
and just so you can actually hit it. Now you can hit it.
Right.
Otherwise, it won't be in range.
Okay. And is that normal or advantage? Normal, I guess.
No, it's advantage because you're flanking.
Is it still advantage?
Yeah.
Even with opportunity? Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll let it roll this time. Did you really
It's a
crit
second
again?
crit.
Oh my god.
Roll your damage and make sure you times 2. All right. So, did it apply 4? Yep. And then I will do a times 2 for that. All right. It's now applied. I did another 2 points of or another 4 points of damage.
Can we look at that roll real quick? I don't
Sure.
understand it says 1d8 plus 0 plus 1d8 times 8. Is that suggesting that it was adding 8 1d8 rolls worth of damage to...
Well, did you know that you can click that little equation and then it'll expand?
Holy crap, I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that either. But yeah, so it rolled a 2d8 because it was a critical hit. Sadly, it was a really bad roll. I only got a 2 on each one, I think.
I'm just trying to figure out what the time 8...
Yeah, I don't know what the time 8 is either. That doesn't make any sense. Because it didn't calc it.
Oh, no, it should. That times 8 is, I think it's that's a slashing, like, no matter what I would roll, I could get a minimum of 8. Because that's a slashing damage. Because I know for some of mine, there's piercing damage. You get like a +6.
Yeah, but you got a total of 4 points of damage.
Which that seems really low for a critical hit, right? Like, shouldn't you get a whole buttload of bonus damage?
Well, he got 2 points of damage, but then you got 4 points because I doubled it.
Oh, that's right. You get the doubling, but yeah, I just can't. I don't know. Can't figure out what the.
I'm sorry. He got 4 points of damage, and I doubled it, so he got 8 points of damage, which was still a crappy roll. But it is worth noting that he does get this as well. Knee hit.
Right.
And also, there's 2 more opportunity attacks coming. So your target's leg is cut off at the knee, and movement reduced to 1/4 speed. Target will have permanent limp, -5 speed, as an after effect. If this action is impossible, which it's not, it has plenty of legs. You do standard critical hit +5. You point at your leg and wink at the target. So be sure you do that. Yeah, so it's a knee hit. So there you go. Man, I should not drink when I should not drink when I write these.
This is awesome.
You missed me pointing at my leg and winking, Colin.
Oh, I'm glad you did so. All right, so that should end Atreus' opportunity attack. Da Bull, you get yours.
All right, my UI stuff is still screwed up, so my roll is probably not going to work. So you might have to just apply it for me. But let me try it.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with yours.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, are we supposed to have the usual plug-in with the UI at the bottom with all the character business? Oh yeah, that's definitely not showing up for me.
Is it? What about when you click the 2 crossed swords?
Yeah, no, I don't get it. Not showing up. Maybe just like none of my plugins are loading or something. I tried. I've logged in and out like 5 times, and I tried the separate binary versus just going into Chrome and doing it. It's all the same. So I have no idea.
Oh, that makes no sense. Are you behind a firewall of some sort?
No. Nothing weird. Nothing different than usual. So.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
With a different browser?
Are you a Safari or a Chrome user?
I'm doing this in Chrome. I haven't tried doing it in Safari, but
it may be a good idea. It's up to you. But let's see what happens here. If not, we can roll for you. Because on my end, all your stuff is coming back like normal.
Okay. Yeah,
although
same.
You don't have anything targeted.
Yeah, see, it shows targeted. It shows that I have her targeted on my side.
Hold on, let me take your character, configure ownership, and all players are now the owner. So if someone else wants to help Cliff out by doing what he says, go for it.
You want me to give it a whack?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, advantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so let's do boom. We select. Okay, selected. We do advantage over in the. Actually, where do I select advantage?
When you start to attack, it'll pop
It'll
up.
ask
Oh,
you.
it'll bring up a dialogue. Okay, let's see. Yep, there we go. Advantage. That was bad.
Oh, because it has partial cover. That's why.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
All right.
Well, at least I know the cover thing works.
Okay. I guess let's go with Horbeck.
Yeah. Horbeck can roll himself, I think. Horbeck?
Yep.
You're up,
Yep.
Bubba. Oh wait, yeah, you are Horbeck. My bad.
We select. We attack. With advantage or no? Just normal.
I think it's just normal.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks like it did do your stuff.
There we go.
Awesome. And that is it's all of them, right?
Yes, and then she goes flying, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right there. Although, is there a post right there?
No.
Well, what's casting the shadow?
It's right next
Is-
to her.
Yeah, it's to the
lobster
right.
claw.
Is it right there? Is that as far as she can go?
Oh.
No, no, she should be able to go all the way back.
Oh, I think
No.
you're right, Tommy.
Yeah,
think
there's a wall. This is as far as she can go.
Wait, what is there? I can't
Oh.
see.
It's a post.
Oh, it is the post.
There's another post that's just obscured by the shadow.
Yeah, because I just turned on
Yeah.
walls for a second, and it is absolutely that's as far as she can go.
Okay.
It's hard for me because I can't. I can see all, so it's hard for me to know what you guys see. She's also on top of Mr. Dob Bowl, so Dob, you feel these creepy ass little legs sort of tickling up against you.
Yeah.
Only
It feels as
five.
if your browser's not working right or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Bones behind.
If for anyone who lost track, that should be the end of Atreus' turn. So,
Yes.
Yeah. So
there you go, Mr. Dob Bowl.
What do you want to do?
I think I'm good now. I'm in.
Oh.
I loaded.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think whatever my local state was in Chrome is broken. So I just need to reset cache or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Um,
Circatraz should still be facing the same way that she was. She was basically scuttling backwards.
Oh, I thought you guys wanted to flip around.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
I'll take her facing this.
Oh, we
direction.
do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause-
no, that's fine then.
Because I think realistically, she moves in any direction you say would imply that she would flip in that direction and move.
Okay.
Okay.
So she eludes your blow by transforming. So she used her reaction.
Okay. I'm going to use my.
Just partial. So
Wait, what's my?
and as you're thinking it through, you guys hear across the thing. Yeah.
Is anyone going to help me remove this lid?
Ben.
No. Good luck.
I do say, if you leave without us, I will have your head.
Holy crap! What did you just roll?
Sneak attack.
Yeah. So you guys, I mean, Honestly, 2 crits, a sneak attack. This poor thing, man. This, Secretage is just having her little crustacean ass handed to her. Bits of shell flicking around. You guys swear you see Sue sort of licking her lips, like dreaming of the red lobster that she used to go to back home when she was a lass. Horback, you're bleeding out, but you're feeling a little hopeful. I feel like we need some combat.
I cannot move my character.
What? Why? Oh, I'm seeing you move.
I was trying to do it with mouse and it was not going, but this works. So.
And don't forget, you can choose 2 arrows in a row, or two at a time, to go at an angle.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm here. I'm targeting. Get used to it. Okay. I get 2 attacks because I'm a badass 9th level fighter.
All right. Oh, yay!
Oh. Okay. So badly miss.
Yeah, that's a fumble. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll your fumble table.
Oh,
Suicide strike. This is a nasty fumble. You hit yourself with the same attack you fumbled with, receiving all the negative condition and effects of the attack. Dummy.
okay, so 1d8 damage.
Yep. So you roll your 1d8.
Where is the 1d8?
And I will apply it to you. Could be worse.
No. Roll.
Ah.
Jeez.
Solid. I appreciate it.
Okay.
-6
All
for
right.
you.
Okay, I get my second attack though.
Ah, it's always another fumble in your future, possibly.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Oh, redemption is yours. Solid
There we
hit.
go. Okay.
And just so now that we realized that we were debugging Cliff's issue, does this combat feel a little better, like the right level of engagement?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, I agree.
A solid 14. This thing is this little crab-like creature, right? Bits of the tail go flying. She's biding her time. She's just wanting to hang in there long enough to get to her turn.
So, did all of that damage get applied? Did 14 get applied?
It says so. If you look at it,
Okay,
it says HP updated.
I just see that a second message. It says Horbeck Game Master, and then 14 rolled, and then 7 applied.
I don't see
Oh,
Do
that.
you know what that means?
She has she's getting a bonus from cover, which I think reduces the damage or something, or maybe it's damage resistance that she has.
No, I see.
Is it
I see that you have 14 was applied, so she went. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 7 applied of the 14. Let's see what she has going on. So her effects. There's Hunter's Mark that should give you something against her. She has Hide going. She's used her reaction against the bull. Yeah, I don't see any other than cover, but I don't. Let me unpack it. 1d8. Hold on, calc. Times 2. All right, I just gave you the full damage. Give her the full damage. Because yeah, I don't. There shouldn't be. Because her cover should be giving her +2 AC.
I thought she had physical damage resistance though.
Yeah, let's look at that.
No, she has poison. Oh, hold on. Non-magical physical. Holy crap! So she does have.
Okay, so that was correct then. The 7.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give her.
All right,
so I'm gonna
that's
give her
good to
back
know.
7. Yeah. You know what?
Right,
I
that's
read
fair.
that wrong. Non-magical physical. So she's resistance to non-magical physical damage. For some reason, I read that as non-magical damage. I missed that physical. Okay. So on the plus side, the tool was doing it proper.
Yeah.
Horbeck, you have you have some of your movement left. If you want to take it, no opportunity attacks can be had. She's not facing you. You do you.
Yeah, let's do.
There is so much blood. Like, you feel it sticking to the bottom of your feet as you walk around, making that squishy sound. This brings us to Mr. Delbane.
Yeah.
And you know, she is partially undercover from you, but you can see her face. She's side-eyeing you, right? She knows that if she can survive you, she gets a crack.
All right, Cadmius is going to use his chill touch cantrip. Oh, I didn't target her. Crap.
No, it says you did. Because you were already targeted from before.
She was targeted from before. Okay, so...
You just missed, my friend.
I just missed. With that, for my bonus action, then I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon, which creates a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration.
Wait, is this in the other game what Noodle casts as a wooden spoon wielded by my mom? Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I'll have to hear about this later.
Tom's childhood leaking into the game.
Yeah. My mom used to beat us with a wooden spoon. We'll just say, you know, it was the 70s, and everyone beat their kids. But anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had a wooden spoon. One got broken on my ass, and then I started laughing so hard.
Probably not the best idea.
Holy crap! Okay, so there's this
there.
giant sphere of badassery just like was laid out.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's doing. I had a companion manager open up, but it has nothing on here. I wonder if I target her.
No, spiritual weapon is there.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Spiritual weapon is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
So then what happens on that?
Does it get the attack this time around or not? That's the question.
No, it does. I just need to know what it wants it to be.
Oh.
oh, right here. It is. Okay. Not asking me what I want it to be.
Well, it's a spiritual weapon of your choice. So, like,
Oh,
name a thing.
yes. Name a thing. Let's make a floating rapier, because that's what I'm accustomed to using.
Give me 1 second. And so, and how much damage does it do?
On hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So I'm a level 3, so that would be an additional 3d8.
Okay, so hold on. It is
So it should be 4d8 altogether.
1d. Is that to hit? Is that damage? No, that's the damage, right?
That's damage, yeah. So sorry, it takes a 1d8, and then if I cast this spell using... Oh, I casted it as a second level. I didn't read that well enough.
And then how much to hit? What's it? Is it just is there an additional, like a +2 or anything?
Doesn't say anything.
All right. I'm basing this on basically a club. And so you'll use the club to attack. I've adjusted it to should do the 2d8. And floating next to... Hold on 1 second. One more moment. I'm almost done. Gotta grab that. Gotta go here. Gotta click this. Gotta click this. Gotta type in rapier. You said rapier, right? And
Yeah.
there's that. And update token. And out of nowhere, well, out of somewhere, a rapier appears. Skadoosh. You see it?
Ah, yes, I do see it.
And I need to configure ownership so that you're allowed to control this thing. And it lasts for how long?
What did it say here? It did say spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration, so as long as I'm casting it.
Yep.
And as a bonus, I can move the weapon 20. So my next time, like I can have a bonus and move it another 20 feet and attack again another creature within 5 feet. So I can use that weapon twice
That is awesome.
on the next turn, not on this one. This one it appeared and I do the attack, and then it just stays hovering where it is.
Cool. And do you want to
So,
name this
what
rapier
do
or
I do?
anything? Is it just rapier, right?
I'm gonna name it Glory.
All right, cool. Glory. All right, so you get to make your attack with it. Will it let you? I should let you.
I don't know that it will. Let me click on apply active. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's a mistake. There's a whole bunch of red showing up again.
Okay, let me hold on. Let me see.
We can walk that back. It seems like I've applied the effect again.
Oh, okay. Give me 1
That's
second.
a mistake on my part.
Rapier. I think I know why you can't control it. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let me unwind that for you real quick. I'll have to delete it in a second. I have another window open. I created your rapier, but I forgot to create it as a character that you can control. So
Oh, okay.
it'll be just a second. I just have to recode the club to do. You said how many D8? 4D8, right?
No, I think it's only 2d8.
Okay, 2 1D8 damage, right? And there we go.
Yeah.
And then I hit save, and I hit close, and hit close, and then I hit update token. I delete this, and then I add Glory the Rapier next to it, and then I hit right button over it, configure ownership, and I will make you the owner. And everyone is the observer. And I save changes. Now try.
And then you're going to rewind because I had accidentally applied that effect a second time.
Yeah, let me effects. Hold on. We're going to unwind it and then remove it all together, and you're going to do it for real again. So I just removed all of them. Now
Okay.
cast your spiritual weapon. Make sure you target the monster.
Oops.
And then we'll be back. We're learning.
Something is screwy here.
And if it asks you about spell slots, just ignore it and just do it anyway.
Okay, so I should be able to control. There, okay, now I think I'm controlling the rapier.
Yeah, but you need to cast your spiritual weapon again onto the lobster dude.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, because I deleted all of them. Remember, I said I couldn't unwind one, so I
okay.
needed to remove all of them.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, then drop its token right on the. Make sure it's targeted, and then do the spiritual weapon.
And now I have lost my HUD.
And I'm just really hoping that you miss with this rapier. I mean,
I've completely lost my HUD here.
you click the two little cross arrow or cross sword things.
Yeah. Oh, that is me. Bring up my HUD. Oh,
You're boring me, David. You're boring me.
I can't do anything here. Let me try from my flyout here. Spellbook.
So the HUD is a blessing and a curse. If you're someone who, likes to just not learn your character very well, the HUD I think is pretty awesome. If your character sheet's probably the more powerful place to play from, if I'm being honest with you.
Yep, and that's what I'm trying to play from here.
We're all getting a glimpse into Milan's night routine. What time is it there now?
You didn't have to call me out like that. It's 11.
No, it's awesome. You have to remember, I live with my wife and my daughter, so I know what's going on.
You see a lot of these little pads, I'm sure.
Yep, there it is.
All right.
You cast it on yourself, dude. I'm pretty sure. Yep. I'm gonna remove that from you.
Jeez.
Try again.
I think. No, I do. Now maybe I'm running into these issues. No, I do have her selected. I'm gonna run spiritual weapon.
And maybe does it get cast on yourself? I thought it was you drop. You have to. It'll ask you where to click on the map, right? Because you can choose where to drop it within like a range.
Yeah, and just keep using up spell slots, right? We can take those back later.
Yeah, I'll just. How many spell slots have you used doing this?
This will be my third one.
Where are you?
So I've used one level 2, and I'm going to use 2 level 3s. Or this will be my second level 3. There, cast it again.
Where are the spell slots on your character sheet? Hey, casters, where do you guys track spell slots?
It is.
I use the HUD, the check.
Is it in the
off.
spell book?
That's where I'm looking right now.
Well, how do you know that you've used them? I mean,
Because it's telling me I had 2 level 3s and 2 level 2s open. And every time I used it, it was counting down the amount of slots that I had. But now I can't see it on.
Oh, I see. It's on the line where it says like first level. Okay, so how many should you get back? How many should you have for first level now?
I'm not seeing that. Where are you seeing it? Is it in attributes?
Okay, go to spellbook. This will be useful for again after myself. We're learning.
Yep.
Spellbook.
Yep.
And then you see where it says like cantrip, and then it says first level.
Right.
On where it says first level, track that row all the way to the right, and it'll say like 2 of 4.
Yeah. So for second level, I should have 3 of 3.
So you've not used any.
No, I've used 1 because I'm
4.
only showing 2.
There you go. So you have 1 of. So you've used 1 of 3.
Yes.
Okay. And for third level, it says you've done 0.
0 of 2. Okay. Good.
And
So
what
that's
about
gonna reset.
first level? It says you've used 2 of 4. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. Yes.
Yay! All right, now we've learned a thing.
Yay.
I'll have to relearn it again later. All right. And so you now have your spiritual weapon. Your rapier is there. You see it. I'll put it right there for you to see. Right there's your rapier. Use the rapier to make its attack. I think I need to add it to the combat tracker. There you go. Glory of the rapier.
Okay. Yeah. So as it is, I have no HUD.
Well, if you click on it, you should be able to pull up the HUD for it.
No, because I was having issues opening up my HUD altogether.
Oh, then just double click it and should open up the character sheet. You can do it.
There it is. Okay. And club. Ooh, do I? Oh, I don't have. Let me
The
select.
club. Well, the club is the attack. Just use the club for the attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't have her selected. Oh.
Ooh, solid hit from the rapier. Sadly. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh, thank gosh. So yeah.
I thought rapiers were a 1d8. Are they not? Or magical weapons?
So whatever. It's,
That
so
was
it's,
only a one.
it doesn't. You don't get the damage of the weapon. You get the damage of the spiritual weapon. So whatever the spiritual
Yeah.
weapon damage is. That's why I was asking. What's the spiritual weapon?
Right. So the spiritual. Yeah. So it should be. It was a 2d8. So 1d8, and because I'm a +3, it should be a 2d8. And I only had a 1d4 roll for damage.
Hold on.
That's because that's what you get from the spiritual weapon. Like I don't think you get the damage of whatever weapon you've got.
Yeah. So
No,
so what is
on hit, a target takes a force
Oh.
damage equal to 1d8
Plus your
my
sport-
spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let me rewind that.
Yeah.
Let me rewind that. A thing I can do. I know how to do that. Rewind. Did I rewind it? Looks like I did. Yes. And then I delete it. Skadoosh. All right. So let me look again at its damage. So edit is saying it's doing 2. So it's set up to do +2 to hit. What kind of damage is it supposed to do?
It should do, with my spell modifier, it should be a 2d8 damage.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. I see. I was editing the words. How do I edit the... There we go. I was editing the goddamn description. Okay. So it's 2d8, you said, or 1d8?
2d8 damage.
Okay, 2d8 plus modifier, right?
That was the modifier. So it's a 1d8 plus a modifier of 1d8.
So it's basically 2d8.
Yeah.
2d8. And what kind of damage is force damage, right? It'll say that force damage. Yep.
Damage. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what I just learned, you guys, is when I thought I was editing the equation, I was editing the description.
Ah.
They're not related. Okay, so is there a save button somewhere on this? I don't think so. Description. Okay, so +2 to hit, 2d8 force. Yay! All right, dude. I'm really, truly hoping that you get a crappy roll, but enjoy your do-over. Attack this poor creature who's bleeding out all over the place.
I hope that I can have a good attack again. Oh, and you're going to give me a miss now.
Well, I only wanted you to roll the damage.
It wouldn't let me roll damage. I had to, because I'd already rolled damage, and it was that 1d4.
Okay, so just roll attacks until you hit, then, and then roll the damage, because you need to roll the damage.
Or do you want me to just roll just a d8 and you'll add it?
If you want to do it that way, it's less spectacular. But yeah, then we can do that too.
Oh, I don't mind rolling until I get a hit again.
Try it one more time and see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe try it one more time, see if you get a hit. You may want to just roll just one more time, and you're going to do it the old-fashioned way.
Just one more time.
You don't get the crit, though, just so you know.
I don't get the crit. Nope.
No. Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Roll normal damage. There we go. A little better.
And it looks like it's dead. That's a really lame dead symbol. Yeah. So unfortunately, it does not get to take its turn. this spiritual weapon looks very confused. Just you see it like whipping around and doing things, and eventually it does connect with Sarkatraj, the Midnight Whisper, and bits of this tree just sort of explode all over the room. Right, settles into a pool of blood. Doesn't look quite as appetizing to Yasu as it did earlier, but you are now out of combat, and I need to remove combatant. And then I need to end combat. And
I'm sorry that took so long, guys.
I'm going to give you guys... You each get 2,000 XP for this, by the way. So, that is something.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
All right, so yeah, you're out of combat. I can turn off the combat music. Labeled General Ride Symbols, in case anyone wants to listen to that on their own. So Abasi sees this thing explode, and he gets this big ass grin on his face. He's like,
Will someone now help me open this goddamn sarcophagus?
What?
So I'll
No, thank you.
Cadmius.
You're right. He would be far more kind. He's a humble, lovable character. I gotta figure out why that's such an ugly symbol.
Yeah, and there was no spectacular death or anything.
No,
And again,
it was.
apologies for taking so long with that to get that going.
So that's a spiritual weapon, so I can remove your spiritual weapon. Boom. So you guys are just back into normal sarcophagi land. I can't believe I didn't get to cast Darkness and then give you guys the Midnight Whispers.
Oh.
I'm wildly disappointed because it was my mistake. I didn't realize I had to cast Darkness in advance.
Did Sarkatraj only get one turn that whole fight?
Yeah. He got one turn. Wait, no, did he get 2 turns?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
He
two.
got two.
He had 2 turns,
yeah.
but you guys got 2 crits in a row and all of the opportunity attacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So that crit really like turned the tides of the battle because we should still be fighting, I would think. Awesome. So you guys are in this, you're in this chamber, right? You got Abasi sort of like ogling this sepulcher. I'm writing a sticky note and I'm going to I'm going to study it like a flashcard.
And write it phonetically.
I will. Well, yeah, that's I think I've shared this with you guys. I'm not good at reading. He has realized as he's had kids with dyslexia. Yeah, I know what's wrong with me now. Lots. But anyway, so Abasi, he creeps up to this thing and he's studying it and pretty interested in what's going on. Sort of beelines for the top. What do you guys want to do?
Cadmius kind of walks over to the sepulcher as well, and it's like, hey, you want a hand with this? Let's get this thing open.
Well, look at these gems. They're glowing. It's interesting. They're as if these eyes are alive. I wonder. I wonder.
So why don't you guys roll an Arcana check? Anyone who's within range of this sarcophagi.
Looks like a sarcophagus.
Not to Dob Bowl. Dob's like Abasi and Sue, right? He like sort of looks between the two of you because like you guys are getting it. He's like, yeah, this These are draconic magic symbols of power. This all makes sense now. The life force in this tomb was what was powering whatever that thing's name was. I've forgotten already. The lobster thing. What was this? What was this?
Secretariat.
You guys, I hate D&D names. Can I? You know, I don't know why I name things like Bob and Boblin and that sort of a thing, because I can remember those things.
Yes.
So yeah, so Humpty Scrunch over there, you know, like I
told you, if we had just destroyed the sarcophagus, we could have avoided this entire battle. Food for thought.
Yeah, so how are we going to destroy the sarcophagus while this giant scorpion demon lady was defending it?
I think Sue and I could have handled it, but again, we're not. You're not my foes. I'm just saying there's 3 more generals, and maybe taking my counsel a little more to heart. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So yeah, so he you know, you see him sort of taking his little staff there, and he's sort of prying on it, and anyone else mind helping him out?
Not after that.
Yeah, Cadmus will go in there and start helping out. Do we need a strength check?
Nope, it slides right off. Matt, so it wasn't particularly heavy. You know, it just took 2 people to sort of to push it in. Cadmus, can you roll a history check for me?
Sure can. Don't think I have a great. Nope.
Yeah, you don't know who's inside of here. It's all good.
Not a clue.
But what you do find is you find a couple of things. You find 2 things, actually. One, you find the Scepter of Night. It's a gnarled, polished staff of wood, bone, sort of exotic materials, like crystals. This is typically used by spellcasters, sort of hone their arcane focus. And you knew this was the very thing that you guys were after, right? But you also find something else interesting. It's something that's called the Waxing Crescent. It's in a bow. It appears to be made of pure moonlight, and it weighs absolutely nothing, right? You know, anyone else want to try rolling a history check to see if they know anything about this?
Odd.
Yeah, Horbeck definitely does not. You guys sort of blew up all your. I guess you used up all your good rolls, right, in battle, which I guess
Badly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just a soldier, okay? Not a historian.
Did everybody roll? I do not see one from Sue. Jesus Christ.
We're all just.
Humble.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I need to punish
Fake
you guys for
news.
these rolls. So,
How do you fumble on a history?
We know
Honestly,
less now. We all
Abasi-
suddenly forget everything.
Abasi's going to roll a history check too. I think it's only fair. He's your last hope at this point because he's digging deep, right? And what's he come up with? You're so very lucky that Abasi's with you. He's like, this is familiar. I believe the gentleman in this sarcophagus is Untun, and this was his magical bow. This is almost priceless. And in D&D world, it gets a +2 bonus attack on damage rolls, right? It's also moon touched, right? Being made of light, it illuminates its surroundings within 10 feet of dim light. So if you can't see well, right, this thing can sort of help guide your way, right? What's the most fascinating about it is it requires no ammo. It never runs out of ammo. It's powered by moonlight, so doing 1d8 radiant damage. So, as an action, you can reshape this bow to become any weapon you desire, and it remains this form until it's unattuned. Oh, fun, right? So there's 2 of these items.
It can
Who's
be
getting
any
what?
So it could be a spoon. Is what I'm hearing.
It could be a wooden spoon. Hey, that wooden spoon ended combat. Like spiritual weapons to the rescue, it seems. Right? So you can also leave it here. Does anyone want to leave this weapon here?
Hell no.
Yeah.
So who would like
We're
it?
not having a Titanic moment here. We're not throwing it into the sea.
Look, I'm happy to carry these items.
No.
I'll carry one of them. Being
It's
being
fine,
a paladin, I
Austin.
should be able to attune to it.
For offering.
But what? So so I've got them both. Who could benefit from
I'll
the
take one
waxing
of them.
crescent? Which one?
I'll take one of those.
Which one? Which one do you want?
I'll take the bow.
Right, so I pull up your character sheet, and if you look in your items, your inventory, any second now, you should see something pop in. There it is.
Waxing crescent.
And feel free to tell people anything you want. You now own this thing. Does it require attunement? Oh, what's interesting is it does not ban, basically it does not benefit from whatever you change it into. It just looks like that weapon. Could be handy
Just
for deceptions.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now we've got.
Do I need to attune to it?
Take a look. I don't believe so. It is a legendary weapon that don't forget you only get in this game. So, sorry,
Take it everywhere
Tyros.
else with me.
What about the Scepter of Night? The Scepter of Night. Abasi, Abasi's like, again.
I am happy to carry the Scepter of Night.
It kind of creeps me out how eager he is to carry the Scepter of Night. I don't know.
Well, roll a insight check. Because I think that's he's got a lot of moxie. Yeah, you have no idea if he's on the up and up or not. Like, you just know that he's there. If anyone else wants to know, has their doubts about Abasi, feel free to roll it.
Oh.
Yeah, these are some seriously crappy rolls, you guys.
Wow,
I mean,
we are drained from battle.
you are cursed. None of you, like you just take it.
Just take it.
I see the way you're all looking at me. I swear to you, my only goal is by end of day to have shut this down.
Just take it, Abasi.
And thinking back, like he did remind he did show you the treasure room, like with more treasure than someone could spend in 10 lifetimes, I believe was the description. So who wants this staff?
Well, who are our spellcasters?
I have some spells.
I am as well, but I've taken the waxing crescent already.
All right, that sounds like Sue. Sue,
I'll fall on my night staff. I'll take it.
you reach out, and like, Abasi's holding the staff out, and he's like,
Here you go. Take this. Guard it with your life. It's part of the puzzle.
so you know that
Can I
this thing
roll-
is required. So you can read about it, like you can describe to anything, to the team, whatever you want. It's now yours to do with what you want. And did you just call him a dick? Did I hear that right?
No, I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, can I Can I roll an insight check on like whether he wants it and he's like gonna be jealous?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Or is okay.
But this will be the last insight check on it. I think that this, and until you get to another area, this is the last sort of character check. Checking out his character. Yeah, 15. That's he's on the up and up, right? Like you don't sense any ulterior motives. This dude definitely just wants to do what's right for this scenario, and he's trying to beat the 24-hour timer that's ticking away on you guys.
Okay.
And shoot. So we can't do like a long rest, can we?
Well, if you can, if you believe that you'll be able to finish this in the remaining time. I mean, it's 8 of 24 hours. It's been probably 3 hours as we're looking at. It's that put us at the 11-hour mark. We would still have 13 hours, but
I think we could take a long rest. I think we could take one long rest. We would maybe want it like in between 2 and 3. Generals 2 and 3.
Okay. So is in the future. So what can we do to destroy sarcophagus without having to face up against a bad guy?
I wager. I don't know. These are all unique. I know history and lore and enough to get me here. I knew the legends, but this is the first time I've experienced these things. It could just be as simple as what we've done, or it could be a new puzzle in every room. I can't be sure. We'll have to sort of read the moment.
Okay.
But I do think we should make haste.
Do you have any healing potions, Abasi?
Let me check my bag. One moment.
I kind of popped into existence without any healing potions.
I have a potion of healing.
Well, if you just have one, keep it.
Let me see how many.
Let me
look at my bag here.
I can heal you, but I have no. I'm sorry to say, I have no healing potions.
I've got a couple here. I can give you a potion of greater healing.
That would be most kind.
How can I transfer that to?
I believe you just drag it onto his character sheet from your character sheet.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
And spell slots, spellcasters, does it start at 4 and count down, or start at 0 and count up?
I'm realizing it depends on what you're looking. So I was going to mention that to you. It turned out what we did is we used up almost all of my spell slots when we were in there. So it should be for my spell slot. For second level, I should be 2 of 3, and for third level, I should be 2 of 2.
Okay, so hold on. So in your spells, bloop. First level, it should be what?
First level, it should be 2 of 4.
Okay. And then
second level should be 2 of 3.
Okay, that's what it is. Third level.
And third should be 2 of 2.
Okay, cool. So Abasi walks over to Horbeck. And reaches out and heals him as best he can. So it gives you back a solid 25.
That's a nice heal. Thank you.
Yeah, 25. He's like, is that good? Do you need more?
Yes, I am significantly better. Thank you.
No worries, friend. Is anyone else hurt? Everyone else okay to move on? I don't want to rush anyone, but I do know that time is of the essence.
How's Cadmius?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm good. I can take a potion of healing.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, I can't transfer them over to Horbeck.
Okay, I can do that for you. So Horbeck, inventory, and then I go to Cadmius Delbane, inventory, and I say, okay, what are you trying to give him?
Potion of healing, a greater healing. I've got 5 of them. That's gonna give him
Holy
one.
crap, where'd you get all those from? I don't see potion of greater healing. I see potion of healing.
Yeah, it's potion of healing with greater will be in brackets.
Is it under loot?
No, consumables.
Oh, there it is. It was scrolled away. How many do you want to give him?
Just one. And then I'm going to take one for myself.
All right, Horbeck, do you see something in your consumables now?
Yeah, but I think you gave me 5 of them. I don't know. I can't tell.
Potion of greater healing quantity. Well, you're going to see it change to 1.
Okay, cool.
And
Excellent, thank you.
And he's going to see his
Anytime.
change to 4. A little manual, but it's whatever. All right, so we're sort of post battle. We got a little time left to play. You guys want to make your way someplace else before we end the game?
Yeah. And I'm going to take a potion of greater healing.
Abasi looks at you like questioning with his eyes whether you need a potion of greater healing or if you just need a potion of healing.
I can't tell.
Potion of greater healing gives 4d4 plus 4, and a potion of healing gives 2d4 plus 2, and you are down roughly...
I'm down 14.
14 hit points.
Yeah.
Some graders probably.
Yeah, I think a greater.
They're great.
Alright, so target myself.
And Abasi, you guys sort of see Abasi heading to the door while you guys are sort of taking care of business. Oh, you got almost topped
What?
off. 12.
Oh, 71 plus. Oh, up to 12. Sweet.
Nice.
Alright, that'll help for combat.
All right, and Glory of the Rapier, as you gaze upon your rapier across the room, poof,
Withers away.
gone. All that configuring
Choose
for
to
one
stay
hit.
with grace.
But we learned a thing,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
All right,
If we
so
learn anything.
you guys want to make your way out of this?
Yeah, you still have Abasi's voice on you.
Yeah, he was the one asking you. You guys want to go? Come on now. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
He's already headed around the corner. Right? You hear him call like I'm heading to the middle room.
It's your funeral if you get there before us and nobody's there to protect you.
All right, and I'll drive
The poor soldier who outruns his...
We need to find the light switch for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is it dark?
Yeah, I can never see anything that's going on.
Yeah, it's very dark.
I wonder. There's so much blood in that room.
Is somebody moving Atreus, or do you want me to move him?
Atreus has already moved.
Oh,
He's
has it?
already
Oh,
joined.
okay.
He's joined Abasi in the main room. And as you guys are heading down that stairway, you see that pit trap that that you can easily jump over now without incident. And along the way, if you guys want to know anything, see anything, do anything, happy to do so for you.
Let's just do a quick perception check just to see if we hear anything going on.
Roll away. Because you're in that hallway, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my rolls are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good enough. Like you basically all you really hear is sort of the skittering of insect legs coming up that sort of trapped area, from the room you were just in. Otherwise, it seems fairly uneventful.
Cool. Okay.
Regular size insect legs, right?
I do love that Horbeck's leaving a trail of blood as he walks.
That's pretty awesome. I like that.
Yeah, so Sue. Yeah, Sue's leaving some blood behind her as well. It's a good day when you trail blood from your previous battle and it's not yours.
Yes.
So you guys find yourself, in this room, and the big question is, are you taking a break? Are you exploring something else? The room to the south, or the hallway to the south, heads back to the last, and Kisa, the artificer, the sleeper, right? You're trying to find some components to wake her up. You found a couple of things, right? If it seems like it was like 2 months ago, it's because it was 2 months ago that you guys did that. You also know that down there you found a secret passage that led to what sounded like water, right? I think Abasi would add.
Yeah, given the hallway trap, the shortcuts, shall we say, into that general's chamber, leads me to believe that in this scenario, that passage where we heard water likely leads to another general. Should we go check it out, or do you guys have other ideas? There's other hallways we have not explored.
I think it's reasonable. That's a reasonable course of action.
So you know that the hallway was south and sort of second door on the right. You also know that the hallway you just came from sort of led directly into that general's chamber. Sort of your common sort of wayfinding in your brain, wonders if the hallway leading to the southwest might also lead to the same room that shortcut potentially led to. And would it be better to go through the door, if indeed it does connect, or the shortcut?
Well, let's find out if the shortcut leads to an entrance that is less noticeable, maybe we'll have, some chance to do something quickly in lieu of combat.
All right, so
I don't think I was around when we talked about the shortcuts.
Oh, so in the room down the hallway to the south, like where the snake-looking dude, on the second doorway to the right, there was you guys were exploring that room, and someone got up against the wall, and they heard water running and realized that this was some sort of a passage to another room, a secret passage to a room.
Oh, the one. Oh, the southwest room, right?
Yeah, it was sort of behind a statue, right? You can move that statue and head out.
Right.
You have not went down that, but
I'm up for a shortcut.
Do it.
Awesome.
Cast.
So head to where you want to be. Abasi seems okay with the plan. Where's Abasi? He's around here somewhere. There he is. So he's heading down, heading here, Heading here.
Okay, Foundry is so cool because now that I've walked in that room, I can hear water running.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But not everybody. You have to be close enough to hear it.
Yeah.
Right. So, sort of just a reminder. Like, I think you guys. You guys, did you investigate this room? It was so long ago.
Probably.
Wouldn't hurt to go over it again.
So yeah, roll an investigation check.
Jesus, man.
Sue saves the day. You
There
needed.
we go.
All right, so you guys are,
It's got a decent one.
yeah. So one of the sarcophagi in this room, you open it up, and what happens? Let's see what happens. Is it good or is it bad? So can you see this? Can you see what happened?
I see a 1 and a mummified corpse.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's just nothing spectacular. Just you had a 1 in 20 of getting something really awesome, and you got a mummified corpse. Could have been worse, to be perfectly frank. Could have been much worse. But yeah, it's just a mummified corpse, and then you see that statue ahead of you. So you hear that what like Delbane of the Bane is up against the edge. You're aware. You guys have already discovered this. This. Shall we say trap? But you're good to go, right? Like there's no fear, nothing to worry about.
And we've not gone down here at all, have we?
Nope.
Nope.
How quickly is this
Okay.
water moving?
If I remember last time when we talked about going down, hang on, let me get in character. Who's got? I think I might have some rope. I'll take a first stab at going down, but I want to make sure I've got a rope wrapped around me.
Sure.
Yeah. So
And
it's a tube, right? When you slide it aside, right? It's going fast enough that unless you have a strong person up top with some solid rope, it's a one-way trip, right? So it's a raging rapid. It's a water slide, but there's a lot of water coming down, right? It's like a recirculating pump almost, right? So you could go down it with a rope. I think you'd have to do a check or two along the way to see if you can hang onto the rope without being shot down the slide. But it is a water slide.
So
from where you stand, it looks like it's a safe slide. You can see the end. It's not too long, maybe 15, 20 feet.
Well, he's going to
All
tie
right,
it
so-
around himself.
Cadmius takes out one of his hempen ropes, ties it around his waist, hands the other one to Horbeck, and in hopes, hey, Horbeck, wrap this around you, and then wrap a little bit, give it a little bit more over to Atreus, and you guys can be my anchor to go down.
How long is your rope?
50 feet.
50 feet, and we said about 20 feet for this thing. That leaves you 30 feet. Wrapping it around yourself is probably a good 5 feet for you. Yeah, okay. It's doable. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that you wouldn't inadvertently be pulling your pals down. I kind of was hoping the math would come out poorly, but it did not. That seemed like a comical thing to describe. So what's your goal? Is your goal to slide down, or is it to be lowered down?
It's a tube, so I'm just gonna kind of be shimmying, and just hoping that the guys will be able to hold my weight. And then
Yeah,
go down.
we're aiming for a controlled entrance.
Controlled descent.
And so, especially so that what I don't want is you like go like, you know, shooting out into some pool and gathering attention.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are going to lower him down.
Yep.
All right. So my deal is this. I'll give you, we'll make it shorter. We'll make it 15 feet. It looks like about 15 feet. 3 strength checks every 5 feet, right? Just don't roll a 19 or a 20. If you roll a 19 or a 20, you lose 5 feet of grip and he slides 5 feet. So if you're going to mess up at the top, not the bottom. So
Right.
Okay. Am I rolling it, or is Horbeck rolling it?
whoever's so you have an anchor holding the very
That's
end.
me. Yep.
Okay, and then whoever's doing the lowering is rolling it. Is it you, or is it, because I think there's 2 people holding this rope, right? Wasn't that what I understood?
Yes.
Horbeck and Atreus, yeah.
Okay, so Atreus is he's the anchor. You're the one lowering it. So you say, "Embele."
All right.
Sorry.
How do I roll a strength check? Is that just athletics?
can use-
or
you can use the HUD, or you can use your character sheet. Let me click on you. Where be ya? Sue. I don't see your character. Where are you? Is Sue on top of you? No.
wait a minute. I thought I was.
Oh, maybe
Who am I under?
Horbeck not there?
Why don't I move your character in? you were up on the sundial.
Oh,
room.
so I moved someone else then. Okay.
No, I moved you too far. There you go. I'm like,
I think
your
I
rope's not
moved
that long.
I moved Atreus. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you move up against the water. Sue, move out of the way. I think Atreus is going to be right here. That's your stack order. And then for Abasi is just going to hang on the side. So you move to wherever you want to move. I just wanted to make sure that we're in the right order here.
I think we're there.
Okay, cool. So he moved his first 5 feet. Roll your strength check. Oh, I was going to tell you how to do
ability check. Okay, yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'll roll for Atreus.
Atreus doesn't need to roll unless he fails.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're good to go. Next one. You're good to go. And you start to see the
How
light
you doing
peak.
there, Horbeck?
Last one.
Piece of cake.
Come on, fail it. Splashdowns. 19 or 20. 19 or 20. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 20 for a second. I was very delighted. So a lot of water is running around you. It's kind of masking your sounds, so you don't have to be worried about too much stealth. And you land lightly right at the end. Right, so you were sort of under the waterfall, if you noticed that, right? Sort of under that waterfall.
Is this a deep
So,
area?
so water floods this chamber from. I can't copy and paste. Oh, let's see if I can paste it into the. Here we go. And describe. There you go. Some text. It's formatted horribly, but whatever. So water floods this chamber from several grated openings around the room. The sound of rushing water echoes off. There's something obscure in my words. Water echo off the stone walls. As the water flows into the lower areas, it forms sort of a turbulent pool that is cold and murky. The flow of the water is constant, but the chamber does not completely fill, perhaps cycling out through a physical or magical means. Braziers attached high up on the walls with powerful, burn with powerful green flames, bathing the area in bright, verdant light as waterborne lotus flowers bob and float to the surface. It's quite beautiful. Perpetually blooming and lovely even without natural light. At the center of this chamber, a broad platform holds a sealed tomb of white stone adorned with turquoise, gold, and silver. Canopic jars are carefully nested against it, accompanied by pots of vibrant flowers that defy their age and lack sunlight here. Towards the rear of this chamber, a huge throne is nestled between 2 outlets, and you can see this off to your left, Horbeck. Delbane. where was I? Oh, 2 outlets noisily spilling water. A massive hulking form sits atop a throne, one hand toying with the hilt of a great sword. This figure is covered in rough green hide, has long claws at the end of his fingertips, and the head of a crocodile. So he doesn't see you yet, right? Which is why I only pasted this much of the narrative, because basically the narrative assumes you come in through the door. You came in through the bathroom window. Sorry, could not resist. So you came in through the side, and at least for the moment, your body's obscured with this water flowing over the top of you. Now, the problem that you have right now is there's so much noise, you're going to have to shout pretty loud to let anyone atop know what's going on, unless you have some other way that you think you can communicate. So what are you going to do, Delbane? And then what's the rest of you going to do? And then we'll wind it up within the next couple of minutes.
Well, I'm just waiting for some sort of indication now. We didn't really work out any kind of signals.
Yeah, that was not lost on me. So I knew if you didn't fumble and him slide down, at least I'd have that going for me. Yeah. So
yeah, this is a surprising encounter.
Was it though?
So
was it though? Abasi warned you.
Okay, I'm going to start pulling back a little bit.
All right, so Delbane, you
felt the rope go slack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cadmius, you feel some tension on this rope, and not enough tugs to like pull you up against the water, but it's pretty firm.
So, and with that, I'm feeling myself get pulled back, look back up the tube, grab the rope, and I give 2 strong tugs, just to indicate that I'm down, we're good, I'm still alive. It's not frantic.
And I think that's fair. I think you would know 2 tugs from every Gilligan's Island and Scooby-Doo episode means
Yes,
we're good to go, right? So you feel like he's there. So is your plan to follow him down?
Yeah. Do we all want to go down?
Oh.
So you don't know what so like all that narrative that I gave him, you guys don't officially know,
Right.
Yeah.
So would
And
you
right
think?
now, I have an element of surprise.
So Abasi sort of like from the rear says,
Perhaps we. It seems safe. Does it seem safe if perhaps we tie this rope off and make our way down, or should some of us try and find the official way into the room?
I just jumped in it.
Wait, did you just say you just jumped down? So
Yeah.
Was that a controlled jump, or was that you just jumped down the slide? Like,
Like a
woohoo!
gnome,
What's that?
just a gnome cannonball.
Oh, I love it. All right, so
YOLO!
all right, so I need you to roll a strengths check. I'm sorry. Yeah. No. Don't wait. Roll this. Hold on.
Feels like a dexterity.
It's just, yeah. I'm like I was just in exactly where my brain was going. I'm like, this is a dex check. So you roll a dex check.
Acrobatics, or I guess it doesn't matter. It's the same thing as just rolling dexterity.
Yeah, I think it's just it would be I have to look. Man, I'm so. This is those fantasy ground moments where I'm like, I'm so used to looking at a thing that I forget how to do this. Oh yeah, so you're fine. So you Cadmius, you hear behind you sort of woohoo, not loud enough to alert anybody, but like this thing sliding down, and it comes crashing into your back, right? Because you're tied off. So I need you to roll a 1d4.
Was I tied off? Because I was going to make my way just sort of out of reach of the waterfall. But
Yeah, well,
If,
your gnome friend here like circumvented that plan, and he jumped down. So you're tied off.
Actually,
And
I want to make an appeal.
okay,
Because I just rolled a 20 for acrobatic, I feel like this should end up pretty cool and safe and nice for everybody. Like, I should do something like, and I'm a gnome, I'm a little dude, so
Okay.
I should do something.
here's what I'm going to give you. Here's what I'm going to give you. Your acrobatics check mean that you, without incident, slid down on your feet to the very bottom. As you approach the bottom, you see Delbane right in front of you, tied off with a taut rope, right? Knowing that like he's on one end, right, and Horbeck is on the other end, and you need to make a call. If you would like to roll another acrobatics check, I will allow you to launch yourself over Delbane to land directly in front of him.
I would.
And you succeed. So you see these little gnome feet like fly, like sort of do the scissors kick and fly on each side of your head, right? And you hear like whoosh, and this little guy goes woohoo and lands right on top of you. So right here with like a glorious splash, like sort of touchdown. Like it is quite glorious. And no one seems more delighted than Ansubek, who sees you explode from the water. So, rising from his throne, Ansubek, the shadow beneath, claims the great sword in one hand and sort of rolls his shoulders, preparing for battles. He speaks in a strange dialect of sort of primordial Aquan and seems not to care whether the party can understand him or not.
Ah, mortals, I have not tasted living flesh in far too long. You foolish interlopers will make a fine meal.
Now ignore my plurals because he only sees a tiny little gnome. But Delbane, it's not going to be long before he notices your little footios, poking out of the bottom of this waterfall. So, as of right now, he's in combat. Dob Bull's in combat. And Delbane's in combat. And this is where we're going to end it for this evening, unless anyone is compelled to go on. I think this is a nice cliffhanger. Yeah. You've got a couple of people up in the top, right? Now, Horbeck, you still don't know what the hell's going on. Like, this gnome flew past you, sort of surfed his way down. You saw the light peeking out, sort of lit up in green, and he sort of launched over. It seemed pretty spectacular. You got a big old grin on your face. Abasi's, wondering, like, are you guys going to tie off? Like, are you guys going to go around? Like, sort of, what's the plan? Delbane, the jig is up at this point, right? So you're going to be discovered. My last question is going to be for you in a second. Sue, you aren't really clear about what's going on, but it seems like something delightful, right? And Atreus is sort of holding that rope, wondering, like, what's next. So the last question is for Cadmius. Are you calling up? What's your guidance to your team so that they know how to proceed the next time we play?
All right. During my call, can I untie myself as well, or is that going to be my action? Because
no, you're not. Like, I'm not going to enforce. Like, you're at the bottom. You can untie your rope, right? You can also yank on it real hard ass and pull your friends down. You can do all sorts of things. But
He's
we're
not
not going to.
strong.
Yeah. The
I am. I got a 19.
Yeah, so I don't you can use your words. They'll be able to hear a loud scream, as will Ansubek. Or you could use some frantic rope signal if you want. But sort of, what's your play, and then we're gonna be done.
My play is I'm not going to use the rope signal. I'm going to yell up with as much muster as I can, or with as much loudness as I can muster. We've got another one. And with that,
that's how we end. So
right.
you guys hear Cadmius call up. Basically, you found another general. No details, but from his voice, it sounds pretty intense. So something to think about for the next 2 weeks is: do you follow, single choke point? Do you try to find another way in? Do you just
Run away!
do you just let them die? There's no place like Nome. But on that note, thank you. Despite the technical issues, I think we would have gotten well into this battle if we hadn't had some weird technical issues.
Yeah.
I think the pace is picking up. What did you guys think about the combat timer? Was it the right amount of time too short, maybe, or too long? I got a thumbs up.
I think with spells and still learning how to use some of these, it's a little short. But if we take that component out of it, I think the timing 2 minutes is good.
Okay.
To be able to do an action and a bonus.
Cool.
I think a lot of it depends on if we have a question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there needs to be a pause on the timer.
Yeah, there's no. I don't know if there is a way to pause it. I have to look and see if it can be paused. It can be ignored, right? And we don't have auto advance going. But I think that's a good call. I think that's a good call out. Although I will say, if you go back to the way we used to do battle, and I think it was a pretty efficient model, right? You guys schemed at the top, and then once the round started, you sort of did your thing. You weren't asking as many questions. It was just sort of incidental, which I think would fit within that 2 minutes naturally. There weren't what we're trying to avoid are things like perception checks and investigations, when you're a thing's hitting you with a hammer, right? Yeah. So, cool. And I don't think this party has that problem near as much. Well, Atreus missed a hell of a battle. Thank you guys all for playing, and thank you so much, Melon, for, I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning or some shit there. You're full on in
staying up.
Snuggie mode, right? Her next thing is just to flop backwards and fall asleep, I think. So anyway,
great time.
What's that?
Well worth it. It's a great time.
Yeah, I think Mark and I were having an offline and just really enjoy having you be part of all this too, right? So you guys are both good role players. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week, or no, in 2 weeks. See y'all.
All right.
2 weeks.
Thanks for the game, everyone.
Have a good one, guys. This was awesome. Thanks.